Good morning, all. Let's start the session. So today we are going to see the git commands like git remote, git branch, git push, git pull, git merge, and git log. So these are the commands which we are going to use today and understand how we can use those commands to make a git learning. Okay. So branching and merging. So Git uses branching heavily to switch between multiple tasks. To create a new local branch, we need to just type git and then branch name. And then to list all local branches, we can type git branch. So this is a command, like you can see if you are learning the DevOps. So whatever tool you are using, so first word will be the tool name, like it's git, and then command. If you are using a Terraform, then first letter would be always a Terraform and then command. So that way you can remember the commands, like first word will be always the name of a tool. So here we want to see the branch, so git branch, git init. So like that, the first word will be always the name of a tool. To switch to a given local branch, git checkout branch name. So if you want to switch, like let's say we have a main branch and we created a one feature branch for the development. Then if we want to switch between main and feature, then we can type git checkout feature. Then we will be switched to the a feature branch. Then if to merge changes from branch into the local master. So why we create the branch? First understand. So let's say there is already code which is committed to the main. So this is a general practice, like whatever the finalized code that always reside on a main branch. So for example, if we are doing some development and we added some code, so we don't want to mess with the original code. So what we do, we copy the entire code and we create a new branch, let's say a feature branch. So we do a code like feature branch and we do the developments, like being a DevOps engineer, we are not responsible for writing code, be clear. But just think of a developer mindset so that you can learn the git very easily. So for example, if we want to update the code or we want to make the changes or we want to add the feature, so what we will do, we will create a new branch, git branch feature one, and then we will write that branch to dump our code. So like we will write that code to our feature branch, and then what we will do, we will test that code, we will develop the complete code, and once we are confident and we done the unit testing, like the code whatever I have written is working fine, then what we will do, we will merge that code to the main branch. So what will happen then? Why we want to merge? Because we created the separate branch feature, right? So what happens? Let me show with a picture so that you will understand. Okay.
You are not audible. Sanjay, you are not audible. You are muted.
Oh, sorry, I muted accidentally, I guess. So let me start from the like when I was get muted. Can anyone tell? Okay, no issues. I will start from the
Main.
okay from main only. Okay. So what we are trying to do here, so this is our main branch. Okay, so this is our repository and this is a main branch. So whatever developers has been done their code, they have commit that are available in this main branch. So you can see these are the circles, black circles. This is nothing but the commit done by the developers. So we are like, let's assume we are a UIX team. We are working on a front end design, and then whatever we write a code, we don't want to make the impact on a main, because we have not completed the code and we don't want to have the like others will get suffer. So what is the best practice? Like when the teams are working and they are started their code, so they create a new branch. The same way we created a new branch and we give name is a feature. And then whatever we are writing code, we are committing that code to the feature branch. So this is a feature branch. The code what we are writing, we are committing on it a feature branch. So that code is not available to the main branch. Why? Because we have created a separate branch. And the same time, if like let's say there is a backend team who is committing this code, so that code is also not available with us, right? So here, when we are doing a POC or we are in a initial phase, we do our own branch and we write code to that branch. And then once we created our work and we are good with testing, then what we do, we merge this code to the main branch. So that code will be available to the all the team. So let's understand the same with the scenario. Let's say you are a UI team, you are a part of UI team. You got a requirement of designing a login page, and you created this login page. Okay, and this is done in our main code. Okay, now the code at this level is available to the main branch up to this commit. So you can give the commit. This can be have a commit ID like 6-7 digits. So this is nothing but the commit ID. And now you got a request from the client, like on this page I want a company logo. So like let's say this is a company logo of that, and this is a company logo. They want to have the logo on a page. So if you start writing code on this main branch, then there may be chance like uh, all applications will get all other team will get impact with that code, and you are not sure and you have not done enough testing. So better approach would be you will create a new branch. So here at this point, as you got a ticket, you created a new branch as a and you gave name is a feature branch. So this is the name of a branch feature, and you did a you added the company logo on a login page, and you created this code. Then you committed this code. So directly your code will not get merged to the main branch. So there is a process of approval. For example, if you are in team, like there are team leads, managers. So what happens whenever junior developers write a code, that code is reviewed by the senior team members. And then once they see that everything is correct and it is as per the requirement, then only they will allow you to merge your code. So then let's say you completed the code and you commit your code, and this okay, so assume this is our code. You committed that code, and then that code will be reviewed by the your senior person who is available in your team, and then he will review that code and he will say like this is not you need to have some improvement. So like say let's think this is your improvement. Okay, then what you will do, you will again commit one more time. And then this code will be reviewed by your senior team member. And senior team member found, yeah, whatever developer has written, it's a perfectly fine. Now he wants to merge this code to the main so that DBA team, testing team will have available that code for their use. So then there will be a process of merging. This code will get merged to the main branch. And then this is called as a pull request. So when pull request is called, all code will get merged to the main branch. So now when you will do a pull request or you will merge the code, so now here you can see, now what you did, you created a branch, you write your code, and now your code is available to the main branch. So now here, if anyone wants to pull the code, then the new development which is done by you is available for everyone after this commit ID, because now this code is merged with a main. So now your testing team will able to test that, your backend team will able to access that to write a backend services, your support team will uh, host that application on a UAT or, environment using the code which is available on a main branch. So this is a practice which is followed by everyone. So let's say there are other teams, so they will not directly write into the feature, or they will not write into main, so they will again create their own branch and they will give name to it. So let's say this is a backend team. So they will create one more branch. And okay, and whatever they are writing the services or anything, they will write in the, or they will commit to this branch. Once they are good, like they found like whatever work they have done, again they will merge their code to the main branch like this. And now they will do the commit here. So this is nothing but a branching and merging. Hope you are now clear, like what is the branching. And here there is no limit in Git. You can create a multiple branches and you can merge the code once you are good with that. But the best practice followed across the team is like to create only one branch for the one team, like so they don't, or there may be a chance like teams like dev branch, QA branch. So if everyone started creating his own branch, then it will be a very messy, right? So what happens in IT companies, every team creates their own branch. Like for example, if development team, front end team will create only one branch, and all the developers will have will use that branch to develop the code. And again, so now try to understand, let's say this is a front end team which created a feature branch, and back end team is also working, and this team has 3 to 4 engineers who are working for writing the services. So they all will use a backend branch to write their code. But again, that engineer can create their individual branch. Let's say this is a developer A. So he will create his own branch to the branch of a backend, and he will write his own code. And once he's good, like he found he has done his job, then he will merge his code to the back backend branch like this. If there is developer 2, he will have his own branch. And once he is good with his code, he will merge that code to the his branch. Now you can see this is a tree, like this, there is no limit of how many branching and merging can be done. But this is a developer 2. Okay. And when their TL will do a merge with main, then all the code of done by developer 1, developer 2, and other team members will get merged to the main branch. So this is the way how development team works, or anyone who's working in the team who uses the Git. So this is the way to use a Git branch and Git merge. So if you're, so this is a practice followed, so that there will be have a freedom to do anything what they want. Like they are able to write the code with their own way. And once they are done with unit testing, so whenever developer writes the code, he will not test it thoroughly, he will just do the unit testing. And then once he's done the unit testing, then that will be submitted to the repository, and then QA team or testing team will get that code and will start testing of application on it. So this is the branching and merging. So how to create a new branch? Like this is a, just type git branch name and it will create a new branch. If you want to switch, git checkout branch name. Like what is switching? Like let me show you here. Okay, so assume you are working on this branch backend, and now you want to switch to the main. Like you want to come back to the main branch. Then you have to use git checkout main. Then your flow or a header will become to the main. So here is a concept in a git that is called as a header. So header means it indicates your current location at where you are. So if you are on this branch backend, then your header will point this branch. Let's say you are working on a main branch, then this will point your main branch. So this is nothing but the header. So when we are doing a practical on that time, you will clearly understood. Okay. So this is branching and merging. And then we have seen yesterday, there is a GitHub, which is a repository on a cloud. So it is nothing but like when we are working on a development task, we working on our local laptop. Everything is stored on local, but make it available for all, or to store it securely, we need to have a centralized repository that we use a GitHub. So just like it is same like we are uploading our files to Google Drive or OneDrive. If you are in office, so you put your all data to the OneDrive. Why? Even if your laptop got crashed or you need to change the laptop, then your data will not be deleted and you will not lose your work which you have done. So what we prefer in the companies, we prefer to save our data on a OneDrive. But OneDrive is not a it cannot save the incremental data, right? Like developer data. So GitHub is preferred because it is easy to upload the data. OneDrive is the has a different application and different purposes, and the GitHub is having a different. So GitHub is only dedicated to for the code which is incremental data or developer data. So how we can push or update our GitHub and Git. So we whenever we are uploading the data to the remote repository that we call as GitHub, then we use a command git push. So push to push our local changes to the remote repository. And whenever we want to download, then we use a pull command, that is a git pull from remote repository to the our local repository. Then there may be a conflicts, so that we will see later what is the conflict. And we can add our like what we want to do, we want to keep updated our local repository with the remote repository and vice versa. Like whatever code we have committed to our local repository, we want to store it securely on a GitHub as well. So whenever we want to upload data from local repository, we use the command push. And whenever we want to download data from remote repository, then we use a command pull. So here we need to mention the origin. Origin means the remote location, where from which repository we want to download. Like here you can see git pull origin master. So master is nothing but the name of a branch. So as we saw, different team is working on a different branches. Let's say you are a part of backend team, then you will be interested to see what other developers has been contributed to the backend branch. If you are a front end, then you will developer, then you will be interested to fetch whatever data has been contributed to the feature branch. So that way we will use the git pull origin feature or git pull origin backend. So master is a nothing but the branch name, like from which branch you want to pull the data. Let's say you have done you have uploaded your data, like you have done your task complete, then you will pull data from the main branch. You will use git pull origin master or main. And then if you want to upload your data, you will use the command git push origin master. So pull is nothing but download and push is nothing but the upload. Okay. Then there will be conflicts. So what is the conflicts? Okay, now here we see the git is used to track the changes, right? Everything, like we want to track each and every update which is happening on our source code. So what happens sometimes, here you can see when conflict will happen. Let's say there is a like this, these are line number 1 2 and these are line number 1 2 3 4. So here you can see this is the branch 1's version and this is the branch 2's version. So here you can see line number 1, here is a head index.html and here it is a div id footer. So in that case, let's say there is only one file, that is index.html, and these files having a different line of code on a different line number. So then git will get confused which one to save. Then there will be a conflict and that we have to manage. So we will see that as well, how to resolve the or how to merge the conflicts. Okay. So as you know, like who are joining for the first time, we are working on a git, and this is a tool which we have started yesterday only. The live recording will be free. You can use the same link for the entire course, and you can access the free sessions. But if you want a recording and notes, then you have to pay 3,500 rupees. So once you paid the fees, you will be added as a you will be provided as a membership, and whatever the latest recordings or everyday channels content will be provided to you, and you will be able to access it for the 24 time. Like we don't provide a data on a OneDrive or Google Drive. We upload the sessions on YouTube so that it is handy and you can access it from mobile or anywhere whenever you get a time. So once you paid the fees, or once you paid the this is not a fees, like this is a membership kind of thing. If you paid 500 rupees, you will get access to all the recordings and training material. So you can join the class and enjoy the free sessions every day. Okay, let's come back to the our this is a Visual Studio code which we are using. So let's create a one folder here. So this is a normal folder we created, and this is our terminal. Like we want to say where we are. So present working directory, it will show we are at upskill repo. And what folder we have created? Git commands. So we want to switch to this git commands folder. You can use cd, and now you can see the location path. You are at upskill repo up git commands. So this is a normal folder which we have created, just like we create a folder in Windows. So this is a folder. We can see this is totally blank. It don't the command is ls, and if we want to see all the files which are present in the that folder, then we can see the hidden files as well using ls-la. So here you can see there are total four files folders. Like these are the, here it shows drwxr. D stands for the directory, and these are the permissions: read, write, execute, for the user, for the group, and these are the owner of the files. So here you can see these are the hidden folders. Why hidden folders? Because we just created a folder, it don't have anything. But as it's a system, so it creates some hidden files. When we type the ls, it will list all the data which is available on the folder. But now this is a normal folder, we want to create it a repository. So how we can do that? Using a command git init. It is a simple command. Git init, it means init means initializes. So it is a initialized. So it has been created, converted normal folder into a repository. So here you can read initialized empty git repository in the path where we have created. So what has happened actually? Now let's see. It has created one folder, that is .git. So earlier we saw there were two folders and those are hidden. So now it added one more folder .git. So we can see that in our local machine as well. So here you can see we have created a folder git commands, and it is nothing, it is empty. But if we enable the hidden files, then we can see there is a one folder called as .git. If we open it, so you can see how Git works internally. This is a folder structure where whatever we do the commits, whatever we make the changes, here you can see the head. So it stores the data of a head where head is currently located. So this is the internal file structure of a Git. So it helps to convert normal folder into a repository. Okay. So now here we can see okay. So this is our folder. Let's create a one file. So here we created a first file, and now we want to track the change, every change done in this file. So we have empty folder, and now we created a one file. So this is a change. So Git wants to track or store the changes. So how we can check that? So just type git status. So here you can see there are Git has been identified the file, and this is an untracked file. Means there is no information to the Git repository about this file. It is untracked. Means if you made any changes to that file, Git is not going to track. So let's see. I am adding some information. I am just adding a one line. So it automatically saves because I have turned on auto save. So now again, I am doing a Git status. So now you can see there is no change, right? And it is saying nothing added to commit, but untracked files present. So if this is untracked files, means if we made any changes to that file, it will not be tracked by the Git because we have not added that file to the Git yet. So how we can add? So here you can see it gives a hint, like we need to use the command git add and then file name. So let's add that file. You can type the file name. Now check the status. It did not showing because I made a mistake in the typing error. So Git is a case sensitive. So there was no file available such Git login page, and you can see it is a P is a capital. So I'm adding that file and I'm doing a git status. So now here you can see it is showing new file login page.html. So this is in a staged area. Yesterday we have seen about what is staged area, what is untracked files, and what is the actual repository. So now you see when we add that file, git add file name, then it turned into a green color. Means now changes will be tracked with that file. So now if we want to move that file to the git, then we need to do the commit because the file is now available on a staging area. The, the command is git commit -m is for message, and we can write the message like why we want to, what change we have done. So this is for our understanding purpose. Git will track the change, everything, and it will highlight us. But whenever we are looking at the commit history, how we will come to know what has been changed, or anyone in the team who is looking like, and he want to understand why this commit was done. So what was happened in that commit? So we need to mention the line, one line, like what change has been done. So here what we have done, we are doing just first commit. So I added a message like a first commit. So now here you can see one file changed, one insertion, and then login page.html is now available. So if I am doing a git status, you can see on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. Working tree clean means there are no new files in untracked file as well as staging area. So all files has been moved to the git. So now here you can see it is showing branch name as a master, right? So we have seen branch. So if we want to rename this master, we can use the command git branch capital M and then branch name, what we want to rename to it. So now here you can see the branch name has been renamed. So earlier it was a master, now it is a main. Same way we want to create a new branch like feature one. So I just type git branch feature. So now here you can see the feature branch has been created, but still it is showing as a main. So this is why, because our header is pointing to the main branch. So now if we want to switch to the feature branch, then how we can switch? Git checkout feature. Sorry, spelling mistake. Yeah. So here you can see switch to branch feature. Now here you can see it was showing as a main. Now it is showing a feature. So why we have created a new branch? So let's try to understand. So first, this is a main branch, and now we created feature branch. So that whatever changes we are doing, it should not be available to the main branch, or it should not be impact the original code. So that's why we created a new branch, and that is a feature. And how we switch our header? Using a command git checkout, and now we are at a feature. So now let's make some changes to this file. So let's assume I made a changes to the code. Okay, and this has been saved. Let's see. So here you can see there is a one file login page.html. So same way I can add those changes to the feature branch. Now you try to remember whatever changes we are doing, those are getting added to the feature branch. So just like we can add git add, you can use the dot so that all files will get added. And now do the git status. Here you can see the file has been moved to the staging area, and I am doing the commit so that that will be stored in a feature branch. So what I have changed, I have updated login page.html. So I will type here So here you can see this is a commit. So one file has been changed to insertion plus. So now you can see I have created a new branch called a feature, and then I have made changes to the code. But those changes are available to the only feature branch. So we need to check, are those changes are available in the main as well? So let's how we can do. So we can switch to the main. So now you can see I am in a main. So now you can see I have added a one line of code that has been disappeared. Why? Because the change has been done to the feature branch and main branch is intact, right? So now here you can see there is a nothing, the whatever changes I have made to the feature branch are not available to the main. Why? Because I am in a main. So let's check again. Please observe here line, there is only one line and we have written a like welcome to the upskill institute, and here the file is the same. You can see login page.html. I have not created a new file, it is the same file, and I have added some code to it in a main branch. And then being a developer, I wanted to add that code, and at the same time I don't want it to the mess up with the original file. So what I did, this I created a new branch here using a git branch feature, and then I did a checkout to the feature and I added. So let's see here, it is showing main branch. I am at main branch and here is only one line of code. So I am again switching to the feature branch, and you can see the second line of code appears automatically. So this is why we use the branching in a git. So let's say, so whatever changes I am doing to this feature, that will be limited to the only this branch. So here you can see this was a main branch. So here I created a feature branch and this was my first commit. So whatever changes I have made in my commit, that are only available to this feature branch only. Those are not available to the main branch. Okay, so now what I want to do, so if I think I have made the correct changes and I have done my development, my TL or senior has approved that changes, and now I want to merge that changes. Once I merge the feature branch to the main, then the changes made into the feature branch will be available to the main branch. So let's see, let's try to the merge. So let's assume these are the changes and which are approved by the senior. So now here you can see we are in a feature branch, right? So where we want to merge to the main, right? So command will be git merge main. So it is showing already up to date. So why? Because we are merging it from the feature. Let's check out to the main. And now do the merge. So now here you can see the file has been updated. So now here you see I am at main and I can see the code, line of code. So here understand, you need to understand first what I did, I tried to merge feature with main, but whatever data is available with main, that was already available with the feature branch. That's why it's what showed already up to date. But I have made changes to the feature branch, and that changes are not available on a main branch. So then when I did a git merge feature, now I have merged the feature branch to the main. Now you can see one file changed, two insertions happened. So here what happened, now my main branch, this is the main branch, and this is a feature branch, all are having the same data, same content. So we can check here, if I am doing a git main, you can see the second line of code appeared automatically. Same way, if I do a checkout to the feature, same thing is available. Now my feature branch and main branch having the same data. Why? Because I have done a merge here. So this is a branching like which I have created. First, we created a simple branch feature. Then we did a merge. Now changes are same. So now what I will do, I did a first code and I completed it. I did a merge. Now what I will do, I will again create, I will update the feature branch and I will do the my next development. So how it will happen? Like I will, this is my head. Okay. So head is like wherever it is showing, it is your head. Like here you can see whatever it is showing in your bracket, it is the position of your head. So it is switched to branch to feature. Now it is pointing a feature. So whatever changes I am doing, it will not, let's say I am adding one more line of code or I am in a feature branch. Okay. So I am adding one more line of code. Okay. So let me add the code to the feature branch. Now you can see it has been updated feature branch. Now I will switch to the main, same command git checkout main. So now here you can see the third line got disappeared. How it happened? Because I have made changes here and I am starting a new changes, right? So I am coming back to a feature branch here and I am doing my commits here. So whatever changes I have made, now I am continuing my feature branch. And so again, that I am able to make the changes or I am able to make the commits. So here you can see this is a commit ID feature, like which we did. So this is nothing but the commit ID. So this is a 40 character SHA, but Git only shows 7 characters to us for our understanding purpose. So now here again, I am able to make the changes, whatever I need to do it. And there will be no impact with the main branch. So this is what we see branching and merging. Now, next part is how to push that data, this data to the remote host. So let's create one repository. So here, click on new, give a repository name. So different between Git and GitHub is here you get a GUI way, you get a graphical user interface where you can do the things manually, like graphically. You don't need to know the commands. But in our Git, you need to have know the commands, as well as you can download the application like Git Desktop. But the better way is to using the commands, because using the commands speed up your work. And you can, whenever you are doing automation and all, then you need to know the commands. So better try to do the, though they are providing the GUI way, practice the commands, so it will help you. So I'm creating a repository. Okay. So now this is a, you can see this is a blank repository. It don't have anything. No files are available in this repository. So whenever we create a repository, we get a URL. So this is the address of a this repository, and I have created this as a public. So if you have a GitHub account and you can open this, even if you don't have a GitHub account, you can open this repository and see what is available. So you can, I'm just sharing this with you. Just try to open this file and you will able to open this file because it is a public file. So now here, how, like, what's our intention here? We want to upload the files which we have created on our local repository to the GitHub. So here, this is the path. Here you can see there are two ways. We can either set up in desktop. So we can download the application, set up in desktop. We can use the HTTPS or SSH. So HTTPS is widely used. It is a fast and it is a secure as well. So we will go with the HTTPS. So just simply copy this and open the Git. So here we need to use the command git remote -v to check if there is any origin has been set. So here we did not have any origin set. So we need to set up the origin, and for that command is git remote add origin. So origin is a just name which we are using to mention the remote location. So you can use anything. So here we have set this location git remote add origin. So path we have given. So if we want to check what is the remote location, just type git remote -v and you can see this is the origin. Fetch is nothing but pull and push is not push. So both for this is the same location. Okay. So now we don't have available on this file at this time as we have created the empty folder. So here we can push the data to the remote repository using the command git push. And then we need to type the origin. Origin is the path which we have set that we call as a refer as a origin. And what branch we want to push, then we need to mention the branch name. So here we want to push the main branch. So here you can see it has been uploaded to the branch main, and now we can check the data which is available on the local file on the remote repository. So here you can see login page.html has been updated. So this is this file. Earlier this folder was a blank. We created the blank repository, and now here you can see the branch. How many branches are there? There is only one branch. Why? Because we have pushed only one branch, that is git main. So if we want to pull the data from main, then we can do that as well. So how we can do? Just let's add one file, create a new file. So here you need to type a file name. I am just giving a name as a test file. And here you can see git commands that this is the repository name, this is a file name, and where it is storing, it is in a main branch. Here you can see it is a main branch. And here it is showing commit changes because I am adding a file. So that is a change. So it is GitHub is asking me to commit the changes, means save the changes. So let me click on commit changes. And here it is showing commit directly to the main branch. So here we can add the description. So it's optional. You can type it or you can skip it. So I am doing a commit changes. So now here you can see the commit has been done. And now you can see this file is available on the remote repository, but this is not available on a local repository. So how we can do that? So just like we uploaded the file using a git push origin main, we can download the file using the same command git pull origin main. So here you can see it has been downloaded one file, and you can see the file is available here in our local repository as well. So this is the way how we can upload the file. That means push the files, git push, and how we can download using git pull. So here you can see now our both repositories are same. Like whatever data is available on our remote repository, the same data is available on our local repository. But here we have just uploaded one branch, that is git main. So that's why the whatever we have created one more branch, that is feature, that is not available here. You can see here is only one branch, that is a main branch. If we want to upload that branch, then also we can use the same command git push, and we can type the branch name. So here we can type git push origin, and the branch name is feature. So here you can see the file has been uploaded successfully. So here you can see now, refresh it if it is not visible. See, feature had recent pushes 11 seconds ago. So here now you can see there is now two branches, main and feature. Now here you can see the feature branch is available here. And whatever changes we have done in a feature branch, that will also reflect here. The same way, if you add any file to this, like let's say I'm in a feature, let me add one file and let's pull that file. So I am just writing a file create on GitHub so that we will understood. So this is a GitHub file, and you can see here it is getting created in a feature. So I am committing changes, commit changes. Now you can see the file has been available on a remote, that is GitHub, but that file is not present in our local. So how we can do that? Same way, same command, git pull origin and then branch name. So now here you can see the file is available here, GitHub file. Now it has opened in an editor. So this is nothing but the editor. So it is asking like it's a merge, right? So it is asking why you want to. So it is asking to please enter a commit message to explain why this merge is necessary, especially if it merges and updated upstream into a topic branch. Line starting with hash will be ignored, and an empty message about hash the comments. Like whatever we want, we need to type here. So how we can type? We have covered that in a Linux session. Like we need to press I, then it will be a insert mode. And this is not like your normal notepad. Here you have to go through the command way. And once you've done your change, you can see it is showing insert, press escape, colon, and WQ. WQ is writing and Q is quit. So now here you can see the file has been created, and you can see the file has been downloaded successfully at our local machine. So now here our local repository and remote repository, both are same. So now here we have just simply done a simple file, but let's say this is a test file.html and this is having a test file, and our remote repository is having some different line of code there. So then there will be a conflict, and it will not allow us to merge it until and unless we resolve it. So we will see that part in tomorrow session, means on Monday. Like Saturday, Sunday, we are having off. We will see how to resolve the merge conflicts in Monday session. Hope you are enjoying these sessions, and if you are really enjoying this session, please share these links to your family and friends so that they can also get a use of free trainings. Thank you, guys. Thank you. See you next week, Monday. Keep practicing, keep learning.
Thank you. Bye bye.